The Miniature Tortoise, Episode 1. They called him Mr. Lucky, but the streets of Accra whispered another name, the Scorpion. Tall, handsome, always dressed in quiet luxury, Mr. Lucky moved through the business world like a king without a crown. He owned properties in East Legon, fleets of cars, warehouses, and accounts that swallowed figures in billions of naira. He was Nigerian by blood, Ghanaian by residence, and respected by bankers who smiled nervously whenever he walked in. Yet behind the polished smile and calm eyes was a shadow that followed him everywhere. People who got close to Mr. Lucky died. Not immediately, not dramatically, just enough time to build trust. 1 month, 2 months, then death. His former business partner slumped in his office, foaming at the mouth. A childhood friend collapsed on his way home from a dinner with him. And then there was Kezia, his fiancée. Kezia had laughed like someone who believed tomorrow was guaranteed. She loved him openly, fearlessly, ignoring the rumors. 2 months into their relationship, she complained of stomach pains. By nightfall, she was dead. Doctors called it sudden complications, but the nurses would not meet Mr. Lucky's eyes. That was when people began to withdraw. Invitations stopped coming. Phones stopped ringing. In church, pews emptied when he sat down. In the market, traders suddenly had no change. Even the security men at his estate greeted him with stiff fear. Loneliness wrapped around him like a second skin. One evening, tired of the silence of his mansion, Mr. Lucky walked into a roadside bar, one of the few places where strangers still gathered, without asking questions. The air smelled of sweat, alcohol, and cheap perfume. Men sat around a wooden table, slapping cards and laughing over a game of what. He ordered a drink and joined them. For a brief moment, he felt normal. Then it happened. A drunk man staggered past and mistakenly stepped on Mr. Lucky's shoe. "Watch where you're going," Mr. Lucky snapped. The man apologized clumsily, but the damage was done. Rage flashed in Mr. Lucky's eyes, quick, sharp, dangerous. His hand moved before his mind could stop it. Slap! The bar froze. The man fought back, but he was no match for Mr. Lucky. One blow from him sent the drunken man rolling on the floor. Breathing heavily, the man returned to his seat and ordered another drink, muttering curses under his breath. Mr. Lucky said nothing. He finished his drink, stood up, and walked out. Minutes after he left, the bar erupted in screams. The man began vomiting blood, thick, dark, unstoppable. He collapsed, clawing at the floor, eyes wide with terror. By the time help arrived, he was dead. Mr. Lucky was arrested that same night. News spread like wildfire. The Scorpion has killed again. But the law is blind to rumors. No poison was found. No weapon. No witness. After days of interrogation, Mr. Lucky was released. Yet freedom did not save him. From that day, fear became his name. Children ran indoors when he passed. Women crossed the road. Men watched him with suspicion and hatred. Accra, once his kingdom, turned into a cage of whispers and avoidance. That was when he decided to leave. Quietly, methodically, he sold everything: houses, cars, lands, shares. His account still held over 2 billion naira, enough to buy comfort anywhere in the world. Yet he chose the one place nobody expected. Home. His hometown. The village he had not visited in decades, even when his father had died. The land of old stories, deep forests, and secrets buried under red soil. When Mr. Lucky finally stepped out of the vehicle at the edge of Odinka village, the air felt heavier, as though the earth itself recognized him. He bent forward, breathing hard, sweat rolling down his face, not from the journey, but from something deeper, something waiting. He straightened up, looked at his duplex, the silent trees, the narrow paths of his childhood, and then he laughed. A low, chilling laugh. Raising his voice, he declared, "Odinka village, beware the Scorpion." Somewhere in the bushes, a tortoise stirred, slow, ancient, watching. And far beneath Mr. Lucky's shadow, a truth older than money, cities, and death itself began to crawl back to the surface. The first person he visited was his mother, who stays in his father's main house. She was happy to see him. Nevertheless, she has some scores to settle with him. "Why didn't you come home when your father was still alive? Why didn't you come for his funeral? Why did you disgrace our family like this? The villagers are angry with you." She tries to cry, but her son calmed her down. giving fake excuses for not coming home for such a long time. Everything he said was a lie because actually, a prophet of God has told him not to see his father until he was dead and buried. Did he tell you anything about me? Like a message? He asked. No, she answered. He called your name every minute as if he had something important to tell you. Mr. Lucky stared at his mother. Why does he feel as if his mother was hiding something from him? That evening he saw his mother and his father's first wife talking and whispering. Something is fishy, he said to himself. Anyways, I am already in the village. The scorpion is back.